need a piece of card, well, 2 pieces of card that measures 7 inches by 5. Then, so you need 2 of those, and 2 that measures 5 inches by 4. And we'll crack on and get the scoring done. So, just move that out of the way. So on your 4 by 5, you're going to score that every 1 inch. So put it in at the 4 inches, and you're going to score that at 1 inch, 2 inches, and 3 inches. Okay, and then we're going to fold this. So let me just get my bone folder, move everything out of our way. Let's just move those out of the way. So I'm going to fold it so that, first of all, it's going to fold back on itself and crease that. And then we've got concertina in it, so we want it to fold there. And I'm lifting up that flap to fold, and then fold back on itself. So when you've finished, it will be a concertina like that. So let's just do this one so that we've got it done as well. And the colour that I'm using is Old Olive. Don't usually often work with Old Olive, so I'm working with it today. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is attach this to the back. So you've got 2 of these pieces of card, and all we're going to do is I'm going to get some red liner tape, just purely to secure it because I'm on live, and it's just easier so that you don't have to wait. So I'm going to put 1 strip in the middle. I can find the end. There we go. So I'm going to, in fact, let's move everything, push it out of the way. That's it. So I'm just going to have 1 strip down the middle. Doesn't matter if it's straight or not, because the purpose of this is just to hold it in place. Now, where's my other scissors? Because I don't like to use my best scissors. Just bear with me 1 minute. Don't know what I've done with them. I'm going to have to use my best scissors if I can't find them in a second or so. No, I'm going to have to use my best scissors and stick them up. Oh dear. No, I'll have to. Right. So I'm going to cut that there. Turn it over and cut and place this down the middle on the other side as well. Now we're sticking this down first so that we can hide this concertina mechanism for our funfold. So that's why we're doing this first, sticking it to the back, and then we're going to stick on our DSP so that that will hide it. Okay, so just make sure you rub down it, and there we go. Oops. There we go. So it doesn't matter if we don't go to the end, because as I say, that's just to hold it in place. So let me just pop that out of the way. So I'm not going to peel both sides off. We want it so that this part is going to fit on here. So I'm going to take my red liner tape off, and then I'm going to glue all around. And I'm actually going to turn it round, although I'm going to be doing this in landscape. I'm turning it to portrait for the gluing, so it's going to make it easier for me to see. So I'm just going to put my glue, so here, there we go, and make sure that I've got this end here that's going to go flat with the end here. So I'm just going to try and stand over that. Just try and get that there, and then commit it down and leave the top part on for the moment. Oh, stuck that wrong way. Whoops. Hello? No, I haven't. No, that's right. That stands up like that. And then I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to peel off the bottom. So this again is going to go level with the top. So I'm going to turn it into portrait mode, and then going to just put my glue there. And then again, I'm just going to make sure this has got level. And when I'm happy that it's level, I'm going to commit and press it down. So we're left with two like that will concertina up like that. Okay, now I've already done some of my stamping on here because it was going to take too long and I wanted to see the effect. So what I've done is I have used, is this the Seascape? I'll tell you the stamp sets as I go along so that you'll know which one it's from. I'm just getting the stamp set. So this is the Seascape one, and I've used this and the sand from here. So I have used pumpkin pie. So I've put pumpkin pie. That's just completely just inked up, nothing special, just stamped it. Then I have used Old Olive, and this one is from Seize the Day. So I've used this from Seize the Day, and I've just inked it up, and I've just inked it there, and inked it up, inked it there, inked it up and inked it there. But then I've done some second generation. So I've inked it up, done it on my paper, and then put one down there, done the same, put one there, and a little bit on the bottom there. And then with this one, which was from the Seascape again, I've inked up Shaded Spruce, but I've inked it up and come off. Now I think I'm just going to bring my Shaded Spruce in, because I just need to make sure what I did. So let's see, did two, and then I've done it. Yes, so it's second generation. So I've inked it up, stamped it off, then stamped it there, and I've done the same on all of them that I've done there. Right, put that one out of my way now, otherwise I'm going to get in a mess. Right, so what we're going to do now is, don't let me lose my bits, is bring in back in my, I have done it the wrong way around, haven't I? I have done it the wrong way around. What have I done? Oh dear. So we shouldn't have done that. We should have done the fold to that. Hoping that I can get away. This will not show, so it is rather strong stuff. It's, I don't want it. I want that going on that side and that going on that side. Oh dear. It should be flat at the bottom. So my glue is very strong. Right, so I want, what do I want? I want, I've done it the wrong way. Got to think of this now to how I'm wanting it. So I'm wanting that flat. I want that flat like that. So flat like that. That's it. That's what I want. So sorry about that. It's the first fold you need. So what you're going to do is get your concertina. I placed it on like that. So we need to put this now on here. Hopefully it will stick all right. So I've got to get this right now. So I'm going to use the fold this time. So we're putting the fold to the outer side, so that when it opens up, this will be it. So we'll have this flat and flush. Now, where's my bone folder? Because I'm just going to run my bone folder down on that to get it flatter and smoother, because I've done that. So let me do that again. So I'm going to glue it back up. Sorry about that. We do all make mistakes. Right, so it's the fold I'm looking for. So I'm going to bend it. And I'm looking for the fold to line up. Let's just take that off. And put the fold against the edge. So that when we open it up, the flat sides are inside. So you've got that lovely area there. I'm just going to press this down. Let me just get a bit more glue under there to bring it down flush. Right, now, so it should be like that. So you put the folds against the edge and bring it up there. Okay, now this is 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, the DSP. So this is going to fit now almost exact, but there'll just be that little bit of room. We're doing it that little bit smaller. So I'll show you. So it will cover everything up. So just bring that. There we go. And that goes on there like that. Right, so we'll put that on one side for the moment, and I will do a piece later on for the back, not probably today, we'll see. Right, now I want to talk you through something that I've made. Now, in the, it was Whale of a Time paper, and they've got all these lovely papers, and my grandson loves Norway whale, like I think narwhal is something they're called, which is similar to a whale. Now, a whale has an eye back here, whereas a narwhal has its eye up here. So actually, I've cut the whale out and I've coloured over with my Stampin' Right marker this Pretty Peacock. So I've covered over in Pretty Peacock, and then I've stuck the googly eye. Now the googly eyes are out of the robot, and I think it was just called robot. I'll just double check that it was called. Oh, I never thought about them. I could have used them as well. Trying to find what it's saying. Yes, Robot Buddies, that's right. It's called Robot Buddies. And in the kit, you get these googly eyes. So I thought that will be great. And you get 2 ink spots. So that's a really good kit, because you get, I think it's Bermuda Bay and pumpkin pie. And actually, pumpkin pie in my mini was what I used. It's a good way to build up your stock of inks, and it's great for when you're using stamping apparatus, that type of thing. Okay, so I've done the googly eye. Now this here, what I've used is out of our on what's it called, On the Ocean. So out of On the Ocean, we've got this lovely part of the galleon, and I needed that part, so I've just put that in with the white, and then I've stuck that to the back of my, so I've just left a little bit more, and I've coloured this in what's our blend called? Come on, where are you? Dark rum cake. So something like dark rum cake. I've done 3 of those, so they're going to go in. Now I've got lots of other things out, so I've cut these, and I've used the paper so that it gives it some detail in them, and they were from, let me just make sure which one they're from, the dies that went with Seize the Day. And then I've got these little ones, so I've just cut 2 of those bigger ones. I've got these, and again, if you can see, I've also, so any of you DSP that's, you know, greeny leafy or whatever, you can cut these out of. That again is from Seize the Day. And then the coral that I've cut out, again using that paper, so that I've got lots of colour shading going on without me doing anything. They're from Seascape. Right, so let's do what I've never done this before, so I'm out of my comfort box. I'm trying something new. So this is our other sheet of the 5x7, and to be honest, I haven't got this DSP anymore. These are the last bits that I've got of it. So oh, I know what I was going to do though. I was going to do some maybe some printing before that, weren't I? Actually, thinking, so this is the piece I've got, so I'm just going to centralize it, and actually I'm going to replicate what we've got inside. So I'm going to come back in with my pumpkin pie, and I'm just going to turn this over. So when I've got minis, I usually take my mini to my stamp, make sure that I've got good coverage all around. And I'm going to try and mirror what I've done. So where's my card? So I've cut it mainly to this way, and so I'm going to sort of do it roughly in the same place. It doesn't matter if it's not exact, that's absolutely fine. So you're going to see my process after all. Right, so now I want this one from Seize the Day, and I did that in Old Olive. So I'm going to do the Old Olive now, and I did that like that. So I'm going to put that about there. It doesn't matter, as I say, if it's not exact, and maybe I actually stamped off, I don't know. Going to put that one about there, and then we're going to do some stamping off, so I'll put that there, that down there, stamp off and tuck that one in there. Stamp off again. Let's put that there. And then let's move that out of the way, and we want the shaded spruce. So I'm bringing in the shaded spruce. And I want to stamp it off, and then I'm going to go in over the top, about there, stamp it off, and I've picked some up on my fingers, so I don't want to get that on the card. So stamp it off, and that can come down here. Stamp it off, take some down there, stamp it off, bring that up there, stamp it off, take that down there, just anywhere you feel. So I'll have it like that. Okay, so let me move that out of my way. And then the Sahara sand. So I'm going to bring in the Sahara sand and the sand bits. And I'm just going to bring this in and just stamp it like this. And I'm going to do 2 rows high. There we go. And that's how I did that. Okay. Now, this is the part that I've not done before. So I'm going to remove that, move those out of my way. I'm going to take the rectangle, our stitch rectangles, and instead of doing it just as a plain rectangle, I'm going to tilt it on one side to make it completely different. But I am sort of looking that I'm getting this central. So I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. Yeah. And pick up that and bring in. So these, as I say, is our stitched rectangle. So let's put that down. So I'm putting it on an angle, so this will be more difficult for you to see now. I will show you how I've done it more when I've taken it through, I think, because that will be better. Put that on top and then take it through. I think it will have done it, but I'm just going to roll it back the other way because it's going through DSP and 2 cars. But I think with this machine, how weighty it is, yeah, it took it. So I'll just pop that down on the floor. You could save this for another project, so put that out of the way. Turn it the right way, and let's move that out of the way. So as you can see, I looked at sort of similar distances there and there, similar distance of this DSP there and there, and at an angle like that. And also that's good for die machines and everything going through at an angle anyway. Right, so we're now going to pop this on. So I'm going to just stick this on now. So I'm going to take this off and bring this here. So I'm going to turn it on one side, and again load up this with glue. And of course now it's easy because I can't go wrong this time. You'll have to forgive me for the start of it. It's always better to watch a video through so you can see the processes. So I'm going to put that down and then make sure that I've got these both the right ways. Just make sure get that there and there. And I've virtually done that in the right place. That's looking good. Okay, and then slip this off here and bring back in my glue. do that. Okay, and again, turn it on its side, press it down, get that out of the way, and make sure that I've got that lined up. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. It's following on nicely from inside. That's I'm very pleased with that. Okay, so that now gives it, oops, because I did that before. Let me just repair that. Just hold that down. And I can put a piece on the back for my wording. Right, now I want to put my nargles in, but I'm going to do something that I've not tried before as well, is I want it to be able to spring forward. So I'm going to cut myself a strip. So I want it more than a dimensional, to be able to spring more than a dimensional. So I'm going to do 1/2 inch, and I won't know yet by what until I've done my springiness of it. Well, it'll help if I cut it and not do it. So I've done 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to do 1/2 inch. So, and I'll tell you how many I'm going to do in a minute, because I've not worked it out yet, so it's the design process. So I don't know, I'll tell you what the size is and all the measurements in a minute, because I'm going to carry on doing the 1/2 inch to see how big I want it. So if I just do this, and right, so just that, is that, yeah, so that's a 4-inch piece. Right, so I need to do some springiness. That would be there, that would be there, that would be there, that would be there. Right, yes. Now, didn't need that then. Okay, now just let me see whether that fits on him. Just, yes. Right, so what you want is a piece of 1/2 inch by 4. You're going to score that 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, then turn it round and repeat. So it's 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch. So you're ignoring that score line I did there, didn't need that, because that is going to be the flat bit that sticks onto our nargle. So I'm going to stick that there, and let's just move that out of the way a minute. So I'm going to stick it, doesn't matter if it's stuck wonky, just as long as it's not showing, because we can spring him up. And I'm going to look now. I'm going to have him there, so he'll spring up. So the card will be flat, and then when you open it, it's going to be dimensional. So I'm going to stick these on here. So just those glue on there, and then I think I'll have him, he can be flying down. So I'm going to hold him a second or two because of the way I've done it. Stick him down a bit, hold him down there, so he will spring up. Now I'm going to put him on dimensionals, so he will still be not flat. Wrong one, the bigger ones. So it's giving depth to our picture. Okay, going to stick dimensional on there, and then he can be coming up. So I'm going to have him quite down there. Oops, they're so fighting. So I don't want that. Turning a bit. I don't want him quite sword venting. And I think I'll have one here. And I'm just going to stick him flat down. So it's giving all different heights. And I'll have him going off now. Got to be careful because I don't want to trap him too far, so that's giving some dimension there to my different knolls, whatever they're called. Right, so I'm going to start off with, let's pop this out of the way, with I think my, let's see, I'm going to start off with my pieces of fern, whatever they're called, seaweedy type things. They're all seaweedy, aren't they? So I'm going to stick not matter if you don't get every one, don't matter if it lifts off. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick that so that it comes at the very bottom, but it kind of comes over here like that. Now when I actually cut this, I had a bit of an accident because it, can you see that one there, it's cut off there. Well, I'm not too worried because I've decided what I'd do is get some of this going off here, and I'm going to put this over here, but I'm going to put it slightly going off to the edge there like that, and then I'm going to chop this, let me turn it over, and I'm going to chop it to the edge. So just tips for when things go wrong so you don't waste things. I'm going to do that. Right, now I've got 3 of these, so I'm going to stick these randomly going along the bottom. So there's one, there's number 2, I wonder where number 3 is. So stick this going out that side. Oops, just bear with me. Oh no, what's happened here? Why is that not working? That should be working. Why is it not? Oh, is it because it's not in there? Let's just check. See if I don't understand why that is going low. Is it all right? Has it come all right? I don't understand what's going off. My power cable. Oh, because I haven't plugged it in. Sorry about that. I hope that's okay on my filming. My battery power started. Sorry about that, moving about. Right, now, where is my 3rd one? I've done deliberately 3 because you're better off doing 3. And I seem to have misplaced it at the moment. Oh, it's here. It's turned around. That's all right. So I'm going to put that in the middle. There we go. Now, before I go any further, out of the, and I've just seen it 1 minute and now it's disappeared, hasn't it? There it is. Now, I thought this would be quite fun. The Hello Cupcakes had some dies, and it's speech marks, speech bubbles. Now, they did bring something in with those, so there was speech bubbles. And actually, I've seen in the actual robot ones, there's speech bubbles in there, so you could use that. So I've used this, and this was out of the Hello Cupcake, the dice that went with that. So I've put the happy birthday on there now before it gets too messy for me. And I'm going to come in with my coral now, and going to kind of stick this off to the side there, and then this one as well, just sticking on the bottom of it. So we've got the coral going off there. There we go. Okay, and I've used that punch that I used the other day again, the double banner punch. I don't know whether it's related to me or not, but I noted that, and I'm going to cut around. I've cut this out in Old Olive, so I'm going to go around cutting just this in Old Olive, so that I can get a shadow for my grandson. So this was the a grandkid, amazing grandkid. I showed you that the other day. So I'm going to pop that down and then fit this over the top. So I've got that nice shadow going off, and then that's it. I'm going to do the same here, just put a little bit of glue on here and then go in, and that gives a nice shadow there as well. So I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. So turn that over. That will help secure. There we go. So let's see if that's, yeah. Going to peel those off the back, and then we can stick this in the corner here, there, coming off there like that. So that gives it some great dimension there. So to amazing grandson, happy birthday. And I might personalise this one later as well at the other side here. But I hope you like that. I will make a, where's my, that's it, my boards here. I'll just come in and get a white piece of card. This is our basic white, and put that over there, making sure it's not getting. So I want this to be 4 3/4. So I'm doing 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Cut that off. There we go. And I love the sentiments in a grandkid. So I'm going to choose this So Smart, So Fun, So Wonderful, and bring in, yeah, that'll do. So I get all my blocks from kits, just in case you wondered. that's how I've collected so many blocks. I quite like them because I've got small hands, so I really do like them. So I'm going to put that roughly in the centre. So there we go. And let's have some more my now I'm not re-inking up, I'm just puffing over the one that I did. So I've not re-inked it. I will re-ink now and bring in my piece of paper. So I don't want it too in your face. So I'll do this one down here and that one there. So we've got some mulled olive going off and some shaded spruce. And I think I'll leave it at that. And then we can stick that on the back of our card. Now I'm just going to get a piece of paper just in case, because I'm putting the front of my card down and I don't want there to be any ink from there transferring. So photocopy of paper. It's a quick tip for you to make sure you're not having any fun and games with getting ink over everything, particularly when you've stamped off and you might not have had paper underneath. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that that is even. So that's the back. Seems to have gone out of alignment there. That's it. And then this is the front with our googly eyes in, and to amazing and the happy birthday coming out there. So that will stand up lovely like that, fit in a 5x7 envelope. So I hope you like that. Please give me a thumbs up. Do appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by. Do appreciate all my supporters. Just stay well, stay safe. Take care for now. Bye.